We were a little worried, honestly, about these little teeny airplanes that we're flying to Cambodia in, but everything seems unfounded so far. It's spacious enough, but the funny part is that Annette and I are seated in our own rows. And there's no one in the rows ahead or behind us, and then everyone else is jammed in the back. Sure, the plane ride was a good time, but the real fun began at the taxi stand outside of the airport. No, I think it's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
For me, no problem. But
Oh, for me, yes, problem.
how many kilo?
Too many.
I think sit here maybe more big team. Maybe sit here more big ship. Yeah.
Yeah. Cambodia, as you probably know, has a history that is really dark, really recent, and really brutal. The communist Khmer Rouge ruled the country until the late 1970s. The biggest symbol of the Khmer Rouge's genocide was S-21. This former school was the biggest of the 150 re-education/torture centers the Khmer Rouge had scattered throughout Cambodia. They got rid of the politicians, the religious leaders, the educators, anyone who thought differently than them. In all, 18,000 people died there. The mood lightened after our visit to the Genocide Museum, but I guess there was really nowhere to go but up. We enjoyed talking to you. We'll see you next time we're here in Phnom Penh. Later, bye. Later. Keep it real. Stay in school. This is like some bizarro version of the Rose Parade. Purposely drawing attention to us. As if to say, look at the big fat Americans who I get to drive around. But he's our dog, so it's okay. Hey! Radius, how's it going? Thank you, tuk-tuk driver. This is a happy day for you? We're having a good time too, though. Oh shit, you better stop. These people are almost running. They almost ran into that other car because they were so shocked to see us.
I'm so glad that Penny's here right now. That's independent women. That's somebody who was a
Very nice. I like your pants. Crazy. I got a wrap. This is me and my motorcycle posse brigade. Follow with me. There was no train service between cities in Cambodia, and all the guidebooks said that taking a bus was not really a very safe option. So we decided to take a boat from Phnom Penh to Siem Reap. The boat ride was hold on for your life fun. We left at 6 in the morning, and a half hour into the trip I was already totally sunburnt. Annette spent the first part of the journey below deck, but had to come up because it was so stiflingly hot. If a passenger were to fall off, I suppose they would go back and pick him or her up. If you just say, drop your camera, forget it man, it's gone. They're not turning the boat around. Outside of the city, the river twisted and turned its way through the jungle. 5 or 6 hours after we left, we were nearing Siem Reap. Tonle Sap, the river, widened to the size of an ocean. It was so wide that I couldn't see land on either side. Finally, we arrived in Siem Reap, the gateway to Angkor Wat. Our tuk-tuk driver in Phnom Penh had a friend of his pick us up at the dock ferry in Siem Reap. The guy had my name spelled wrong, but it was good to see it nonetheless.
Tell me about this experience.
Well, it was a 6-hour boat ride. The first couple hours were fun because it was kind of like Apocalypse Now. And then it just got fucking hot, as you can probably tell by my nuclear pink forehead. Then eventually, after a couple hours of that, we got to this place, and boy am I glad that we're here because this is nice. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
How are you?
Oh, Mr. Big.
Hi.
Big. Hello, hello, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. And these are my homies. They're my dogs. What's up, foos? And if I could speak Cambodian, I'd tell them I got something from eating Cambodians. Because that's a joke that works in every country. And I guess one of the things to do is to climb a hill, because when it's fucking hot, what better to do than climb a mountain? That's a good idea. Hi, you like the pink face? That's a good look, huh? So tell me what's going on. What's up? How you feeling? Giggly?
Yeah.
It's Cambodia heat crazy.
It's Cambodia heat crazy. A lot of really interesting people that come up and touch my fat and ask me how much I weigh and tell me I should be a boxer and give me health tips on how to lose weight.
Walking that plank. I let everyone else go first because I don't want to break the entire plank and then everyone's stranded on the boat. One of my favorite parts coming down that plank was everybody watching, and then when I got to the bottom and the parabola was arching like this and my feet were in the river, that was good times because that was such nice clean water. And it smelled.
The temples of Angkor Wat and the surrounding area are the #1 things to see in Cambodia. It all used to be part of some ancient giant city, but the people left for some reason, nobody knows why, and the jungle took them over. French explorers found the remains of Angkor Wat and the surrounding temples in the 1800s. The temples are great and grand, awe-inspiring. But guess who drew more attention from other tourists than even the temples? Yup, us. Our time in Cambodia drew to a close. We said goodbye to the really nice people at the hotel where we'd been staying, and to our cab driver who'd driven us around for $20 a day for 3 days anywhere we wanted in an air-conditioned taxi, and headed to the airport, ready to go back to Thailand.